Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. My name is Craig Campbell. I am a technologist specialist with CyberLink. I will be showing you our PhotoDirector 10 and PowerDirector 17 today. So we're going to show you how to do use our new AI style transfer. It's a great new style transfer that transfers the styles from unique artists onto your photos. So we're using AI technology to determine the best strokes for these photos to duplicate this artist's work for these photos. We can really be creative here. We're going to show layer editing, background removal, photo composer, all these within the photo software. And then we're going to go into PowerDirector 17, and we're going to apply some of these new AI style transfers for video as well. And we'll use creative mask as well as animated title effects, and we'll show a video collage. So the first thing I want to start up here is our PhotoDirector. Now the one thing you're going to notice here with our PhotoDirector software here is I've got all of our photos selected here from within the library. I've got a photo here from Disneyland I want to use because my niece and I go to Disneyland all the time. Here's one from Prague that I want to use. My wife and I traveled to Prague, beautiful downtown Prague. If you've never been there, you've got to go during Christmas. It's great, it's beautiful. And then I've got some things around the house. My niece's teddy bear, her stocking, my bell from my wife, a flower. These we're going to incorporate into the photo. And of course, not myself or my niece, but family photos that you can put in there. Any family photos will work. Be creative. Use anything that you can find, download from the internet, as well as your own personal content to make it personal. So with that said, let's get started on this. So first thing I want to do is actually do some AI creation with this. So actually, I just noticed something here. I don't like this building back here. So before I do any AI, I want to actually get rid of this building because it's the only thing that's too recent for me. So let me go in there. I'll do an edit for this photo, a non-destructive one. I want to do content removal. Now it's back there a bit, so I'm going to zoom in and say, my webcam's in the way, and zoom in to about 200 there, and reposition that a little so we can see that better. And let's go ahead and select this now. And what we want to do is replace that with something that's not so new looking. And it's going to be in the background, so it's not really that much of a big issue, especially after I use AI on it, but we do want to do that. Okay, so let's apply that. Okay, so it's kind of duplicated this right here. Good, I don't have that big building. That's all that I was after. So I'll go back to fit, and now that big ugly thing's not in there anymore. Okay, so, okay, good. Yes, I want to keep a temporary file of my changes. So this is the original, that's the one I just modified. So with that, let's go in here and edit these and do some AI style transfers. So we have with PhotoDirector 10, we have a number of default templates, but if you have our Director Suite product, $10 a month, you get all these add-ons as well, mosaic, oil painting, sketches. So choose which ones you like. So for this one right here, I think I like the ocean blue. It would be a nice one. Okay, now you can see it's kind of extensive right there. I don't want to be that dramatic, so let's tone that back a little. Let's change that strength. So I want to keep the white lights to kind of look like snow on the castle and still have a little, kind of snow coming in like that effect. So, around 46, 50, 50 looks good, 51. Now you can choose original color or the artist rendition. I like the original with purple in there, but let me change that to the artist rendition. This is the artist color. It looks nice too, but I want the original colors to come through from the lights, the red and the lights and the trees, so I'll bring that in. Okay, so all that looks good. I'll leave that one like that. Now I got this other one I want to do as well. Yes, save a temporary file for me on that one. Okay, this is the one that I removed the background building on, and I want to use a different template for this one. So instead of the default ones, let's choose maybe an oil painting. I don't know, Starry Night. That's the one I want. Let's see. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I kind of like how that is. The strength is probably just perfect. A little lighter. There we go. Not too light. There you go. That's perfect. I like that. And I like the original color on that as well. Okay, so now we've got the two photos that we like. Yes, save as a temporary. And now we can move on to the next stage. Now the next stage is I want to do a frame on one of these. I only want to do a frame on this one. This one I'm going to save for something else. So this one I want to go in and do a frame on. So I'll go down to Frame and Watermark. Okay. Now right now I got a red color. I don't want red. I want something more blue, I think, to go with the theme. The strength. Right now you can do solid, your choice. I want a little bit of see-through there, but not too much. Perfect. Okay, so now I output that photo, export it, and this one I'm going to say blue, so I know it's blue, because I'm going to have to re-import this after I export that, so I can work with it some more. Okay, so that's done. That's out there. So now let's go back to the library. I need to add that file I just made that changes to. So my photos, it was under Christmas, and we had called it blue. Okay, there it is. And click on all my photos, so all my photos are showing up here. I'll move this window over the side. And here you can see I've got all my photos here to work with. Now, I am going to go into layers now. So now I want to add different layers onto this. Now, to be creative here, we can just use this as the original background, but all this is layered on top of each other. So if I have this as the original background, I can't put anything behind it. Not that I want to, but you might want to in the later, or maybe I want to swap it out. So either way, I'm going to create an empty project and start from fresh. 1920 by 1080. And then I'll drag that photo back in there. Okay, so now we're working with that photo, and I want to put the family in. So let's grab a family photo and add them in, right? So they're on top, layering, right? So let's move them over to the side. Don't really need to, but I'm going to make it easy on myself for the next step, which is I want to get rid of the background. Now I've got this magic wand here that's pretty nice. I can go in here and select the magic background, hit delete, and I'm deleting it, but you can see I'm deleting the photo here. I don't want to do any damage to the original photo because I might want to use this for another project. So let's undo all that. What I really want to do is use a mask. Now all my damage, anything I do, anything I change, is going to be on this mask. Okay, so let's go ahead and increase the size of this guy a little so I can select everything here. Boom. Okay, so I just want the family in there, don't want the car. Doing that smart select. Now I'm going to cut off the top of his head. I can come back, I mean hat, not head. Come back later and clean all that up. Okay, get down here. Oops, selected too far on her coat. I'll come back and get that. Okay, now I can go over here, change that because I got her coat too far. Perfect. Now I can also zoom in on here, and that way I can actually really get into there. So let's go zoom in and move this down to up around their heads where I need to improve that. And I'll get this size down. Don't need that big of a size now, but I want to get all, oops, remember, select the right tag. Okay, there we go. So that's pretty much it. We've got everything there. Let's zoom back out. So once you've got everything selected, down here, I don't want this guy part of the car. Okay, so then I can just cut it away. Okay, hit Control D, unselect everything. And now what I can do is I hit the picture, make sure you select the picture, not the mask. So now when I resize, I'm resizing both the photo and the mask. Now you can see I got a little bit of edging going around here in the background, so I want to get rid of that as well. So let me get an eraser here, marking that I've got around the edges. So you can just clean that up nice and easy. Okay, done that. Okay, resize them. Bring them down, and there we go, right there in the photo down below. Okay, so that's the right size. Push them over a little bit more. And now what I want to do is bring some of those other contents I've got in, like the stocking and the teddy bear that I've got in there. So let's bring those in a little now. So let's go in and say, select this guy, drag him in. Same process. Add your mask first. Select the magic wand. Increase the size of the brush here. It's much easier with this one, of course. Simple as that. cut that out, hit Control D, and of course, make sure you select the right one and resize. And check for any excess in the background. That's why I always resize and move. Make sure you select the right one when you move, of course. And see if there's any outline. Yes, there's an outline there. So again, use the eraser. Go in there and clean it up. Okay, so clean up that. So now we don't have any lines there. Once we got the lines, go back here and resize it again. Make sure you select the right one. Okay, rotate it, resize it, and then position it where you want. So I've got this stocking that I took a photo of my own stocking in the house. Now I've got this up in the frame, and that's in there. I can do the same thing, say, for the teddy bear, my niece's teddy bear here. Bring this guy over. Now on this one, again, use a mask, but instead of doing it outside around him, it'd be easier if I just select inside for the teddy bear itself. Right? Don't want to go that last one. And we'll zoom in so we can get that better. 200% would do it. Make this smaller. Position you down here. And undo the smart wand and do the one like this. There we go. Okay, you can be as precise or imprecise as you think you need it to be. We're going to be shrinking this guy down, so I don't need to be that precise. And so I've got that selected. I do a reverse on this one and then cut. Okay, so I didn't want to select what I wanted to unselect it. So hit Control D. This time, select that and shrink it before. There we go. Again, look for any excess in the background. Click around, I don't see anything, that's good. Okay, then we can just resize him. Rotate him a little the other way. And put them right in the corner up there. All right, now we got the same thing we can do with plants and more. So keep on building onto it. You can do a lot with this, the more you work with it. Click OK. So this might be enough, but I really want to do a little bit of something else. I want to have Santa in the background there. So let's bring Santa. He's going to do a photo bomb. So let's go to Santa, click him in here. Again, I'm going to click Santa in this time. So I don't want to get anything else besides Santa. And let's zoom in, because I want to get right between his arm there as well. So let's bring this down to size. Give it some size. There we go. Okay, now that we've got that selected, fit to size, all that's good. We do a reverse and cut. All right, then Control D, and let's resize him. Now remember, this is all layers, right? So when we put him here, right now he's on top of them. I want him behind. So I need to go up to Santa, and I didn't do a mask. Some of you may have realized on Santa I should have done a mask, so I just did destructive, but you can do it that way too. And now Santa's behind them. But it's best to do a mask, because now I've destroyed that photo. Okay, so we got Santa in the background. He's doing a photo bomb. Make him a little bit smaller so it seems like he's even smaller in the background. I don't want him right next to them, right? So there we go. And then continue adding, add plants. And of course we want to do text. So I've got a plant here we can add to, but let's do text for right now. So on text, what we can do with text, what's cool is you can import font from third parties. So if there's a font that you like, you can do that as well. So happy holidays. So you just download any font, right click on it and install, and then you can do it. So I've got Chop and Script, which is one that I downloaded and installed, but I also have a Candy Cane one that I downloaded earlier as well. So you can do Candy Cane. No, let me select it and then choose Candy Cane. Okay, so if you download the fonts, you can actually be very creative and create the holiday card of your choice, something that really fits your family theme, your family travels, your family desires. Okay, so we've gone over everything for PhotoDirector from the Photo Composer. So one thing now, we've done all this work, but maybe you don't want to do all the work. You want something quick, easy, but powerful. So that's why I did this other one here, remember? So yes, let's save that. Actually, let's not save that. So this is the other one that I did. So instead of going and doing all that work we just did, let's use Express templates. So we have our season's greetings. Again, you can download any add-ons at any time. If you have the the Director Suite, these come automatically for you. So you got all these season's greetings we can choose from. So let's do this template right here. Do a quick OK. As you can see, it's already putting into the layers for you. You just have to go in there and spread it out and get it to fit to your screen. So you go into the different layers that you can click on here, modify them, adjust them, make those changes to them. Excuse me. So you got the background here, this layer right here. Just go in here, stretch it out. Go in here and make changes to the font that you want, the design. So each one can be added on. And of course, you can still add your own to these as well. So I can still go in there, use my magic wand, go in there and select all this and remove. Okay, so that's our PhotoDirector. If you have any questions, please ask the people on chat. They'll be able to direct you. Go out there, have some fun, get creative with our AI features out there as well as the layering. You can really do a lot here. And there's a lot of content out on the web that you can have fun with too. Okay, so let's move on to our PowerDirector. So in our PowerDirector, we're going to show also our new AI styles. So here we're not doing it just for photo, we're doing it for a video, to convert that video to a photo. So here's a sample video that I'm going to convert. Well, I've already converted, so it takes a little while to do the encoding. But we do support CUDA and Optima to improve that. So this is a natural, nice little video photo of a bird coming in. What we want to do here, go into our AI style plugin. This brings up a window here where you have, again, a number of different presets in there. So you have Monet, Impressionist, Van Gogh, and of course, if you have our PhotoDirector, PowerDirector with our Director Suite, you get all these additional plugins, add-ons with them. So I'm going to go in here, I'll choose one of these paintings. I'll go in here and add from Media Room a video file, say that little bird that we just did, click OK. As you can see on the right-hand side here, we support the graphics card from NVIDIA for improving the speed on the transcoding as well as the Intel OpenVINO. So here you can see I can jump through any one of these quickly and it shows you the different strokes that we've already learned from our AI technology, the best strokes based on the photo that's in here and the impressionist that we've chosen. If I choose, say, woman with parasol up here, it's already got that in there as well. So now I would just transcode this and export this out to a video file, which I've already done here in this video file. Let's see, that's the one I want to get. This one's better. I like this one better. So this is that same video clip using an impressionist style. So go out there and use these videos that you create and put a little twist on them. We also have a mask here that can actually help you really get creative with these solutions. So let's show you a couple options here with a mask using our AI style. Okay, so first we're going to go over here, grab a video from our window. This one right here, our harbor. I actually want this down on the third level for what I'm about to show you. So here's a video of Sydney Harbor. I assume it's Sydney Harbor. I'm not too sure. I didn't grab it. I grabbed the video. But what I want to do is get rid of that skyline, kind of change it up a little. So this is something we can do quickly and easily with a bit of a mask, create a mask. So I'll just move along here, see where I want to grab a photo. Let's start a photo right here. You can grab anywhere. It's pretty much a still shot. So I'll take that photo shot. I'll save that into pictures and video mask. Okay. Now I need to go back into our photo editor for this part. Because what I want to do is go in there and remove that background of that mask. So go into our pictures, video mask, and here's the snapshot. And in here we have under edit an option here to do background removal. And you've seen this kind of with the masking feature that I've done already. So we go in here, increase the brush size a little, select the sky. I'm going to do this rather quickly because I'd already created the mask earlier in a different shot, but you can get an idea here. I go in there, quickly select that. I can then zoom in, say 200%, bring that position down to where that building is, where it's giving me the most troublesome, and undo intelligent, and then redo this. Okay, so we just go in here, do each one of these real quick and bring it up. Now I did this already in another one, did a much better job of it, but just get an idea, right? Then you then say fit. I didn't need to put that last one in there. Okay, go to fit. So this is where you would do, and then you do apply. Wrong selected area, remove selected area. Okay, and create a mask this way. And then you do a save to, and you would save. Now I created an earlier one where I took more time at it to be more precise. So I'm not going to overwrite that one because I'm actually going to use that one, but this gives you an idea of how that process is done for creating that. Okay, now that we've done that, we go back into PowerDirector and we import that mask that we just created. So again, we go to Pictures, Video Mask. Now this is the one I just created. This is one I did earlier. I did more time at it, more precise. So I'm going to import that one. And as you can see here, sorry, didn't mean to import that. I need to go into Designer and import it there. Excuse me, sorry. So we've got that. Create an image mask from that image. This is the one I created before. This is the one I had more time on. I import that. As you can see, it's going to use the alpha channel. And we'll just reposition this down to here to where it's covering. Now, one thing we'll notice as we play here, we have key points here that we can create at any time. Well, then I'm noticing as I put this mask in, it's shifting a little on the mask. So we can go in there and adjust that so that we move this forward. And put a key point there. And just stretch that mask back over there at that point. So it should readjust itself. Okay, so you can go in there and be very precise with all these keyframes at each key point. So if I did that, clicked OK, now I can go up here and select any kind of background I want to put on the background for that top that I want to replace. So let's go ahead and put a little bit of a sunrise in there. Okay, I wanted this on number 3. So there we go, that video with the sunrise in the background. Again, we can do fonts as well. Here we've got our title font, bring that in, stretch that out, which I should have also done for that background. Let me go back and do that too. We wanted to stretch it out and fit it with the video that we've got. So now that we've got this title, double click on that. And then here we can go and be creative with some of the fonts that we have in our effects. So first, we want to do a little bit of a holiday. So we have a Centennial one that I've downloaded from a third party. Chrome, Candy Cane we did earlier. So let's go up to here. Let's see, Chopping Script is the one I like. Okay, now we got our font that we want. positioned it where we want to. We can go in and change the color that we want as well, but I'm going to go for an effect on this one. So under special effects here, we have neon lights, and we have a number of different settings. So you have presets, everything from, well, let's go to the number 6 here. What it's actually doing is going from one color range to another color range. So it's doing a number of different colors on here. And as you can see down here, when it stops, we're at a different color. So let me slide this guy down here. You can see the color changing on there. And you can change your own color yourself. So if I want to go in here and say, okay, I want this point right here. Let me put a color keyframe. Okay. As soon as it catches up with me here. Okay, put a keyframe there. And then we can change the color on that as well. So you get full control here on how you want to do it by keyframe, by color, the opacity setting. All this you can control within here quickly and easily. And as the system catches up to me here, I did too many clicking, there we go. Okay, so here we go, and we can play it and have that holiday theme, but we also want to go in here and do some more AI. And that's what I'm going to do here next as soon as this computer catches up with me. Sorry about the slowness on this. It was not doing this on the previous demo. Let me free up some memory in here. Go back into PowerDirector. So what I wanted to show you next is where we're going to go in and show AI, and we're going to integrate more AI into that. So I'll quickly get back to where we were, recover that project. Okay. Put this back into here. We had our text effects in there, so let's bring our text effect back in there. Stretch that out to the city. Okay. Put in there happy holidays. Position it. We want the font. Let's just do candy cane. It shows up the colors better, actually. Special effect, neon. And let's do number 5 this time. Okay. Now, instead of that background that we had before, what I want to throw in there is another AI video. So I had created a few of those already with this. So we've got one right here. Fit that in. So now we've got the background screen converted using that same AI, and the foreground, the water, being the original video. So you can get in there, get creative, change the fonts, change the color, import your own text fonts from third parties, and really get in there and have fun. We can also do mask. So let's go in here and do another one here with the skateboard effect here, this guy. So here we've got a guy skating down, and we want to get a little bit more creative here with this effect. So let's go ahead and add some additional effects in here. So first thing we want to do in this guy is go and do a mask. So in this one, I'm going to use one of the preset masks here. You can do any that you want, but I don't want it to be just simple, you know, standard moving, not moving. I want it to move around a little. So let's stop this guy, go into motion, and let's animate it a little. You can change this around a little as you want. Get it to cover as you want. Good. And of course, I'm going to add an AI feature, an AI conversion that I did with that same clip. So now, simple as that, I've got a mask, floating mask that moves around with the backgrounds completely changed, but at the same time it's following him and outlining him in the normal world. And we can get creative with this. I did one, but we can do more than one. So let me go in here and add a second one of his that I've done to a third line down here. And Let's shorten that from here. Go to this one, shorten that one a little there. And now, quick as that, we've got a different effect. So as you add more layers, we got 99 layers of video here. You can have all these different effects for AI for that same video and have really powerful effects. Snowy effect, Christmas effect, impressionist. Really go to town on this. All right. So we've seen the AI, the creative use of mask, animated text, and last we have our video collage. So up here, multicam designer, theme designer, we also have our video collage designer. Now if we go in here, you can see we have a number of preset collages, themes that you can choose from. You can also design your own. So choose from any one of these layouts and then customize it. So I'll go in here and say start off, I like this one. So I'll go ahead and select this guy. Once on here, you can change everything from the border, the color of that border. You have where the frame is going to be animated from the beginning, during closing, or after it's off, or after frame animation. I'll do after frame animation. Then you want to import. You can just drag and drop these files, or you can import the files as well. I think I've already got files in here that I want to choose from actually. So let's go, let's go drag him in, drag you in there. Kind of liked you with that bird. And we can do a normal sunset. Okay. All these you can change. You have more power to change in there further down. Let's see how it looks though right now. Do a quick play. So right now it's no animation until after everything comes into play. That's exactly what I want. Okay. You can change the color, the restart, playback. I can go into advanced settings, say, well, I want a delay of 3 seconds or one after another. So you can go in there and make all those changes, be real creative and constructive in there. And again, use the AI, use your video. There's a lot of content you're creating out there. Be creative with it. We're trying to help you to be creative quickly and easily. So that's our video collage. That's our AI technologies. That's our director suite with PhotoDirector 10 and PowerDirector 17. And that pretty much covers our demo today. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a very good holiday, and I hope you have some amazing holiday cards go out this year. And I hope you use CyberLink to do it. Bye, everyone. Thank you for your time.